Late Show, we might start talking about some adult topics. Retirement, taxation. Young people talking about things that they really don't understand. A lot of exciting things going on. Anybody go to the state fair? Anybody do that yet? Woo! State fair. There's so much to do at the state fair. I love it. There's all the things to look at, all the cows and the pigs and the hogs, and then there's a livestock exhibit. Just let it all hang out at the fair, don't we? Just let it all go. But you know what this Bloody Mary's missing? An entire fried chicken. We can do that. You know, they're gonna have to top themselves. Next year it's just gonna be like a 5-gallon bucket with like a turducken and like sitting on like a rack of ribs, like posed like the Venus de Milo. Just sticks of deep fried heart attack is on the inside. What else is going on? We sold the Bucks, right? Yeah, baby. We had to sell the Bucks in order to keep them here in the city. Does that business deal make sense to anybody at all? Like, it makes absolutely no sense. And the thing about it is like we still have to buy them a new house. When everything is done. I don't get it all. Like this, it was thought up by some out-of-state business tycoons. They invested a lot of money in our city. $550 million, everybody. Can you guys believe that? $550 million. That's a big investment. Do you guys know what they got in return for that investment? Like $17. And a kid. Let's not forget about that. I don't understand. I wish them the best. I really do. I hope it's a good business deal. I don't get business, I'll be honest with you at all. I really don't understand how it went down. I honestly don't know what a bank manager's job actually entails. I don't. I'm convinced it's just to stand by the front door and ask me how my day is going. Like, what are you doing, man? Can I help you with anything? How am I doing, dude? That's really funny. That's like half the reason why I came to the bank this morning. Like, why don't you look directly into my account and then you can tell me how I'm doing? I don't need any help. I've done this lots of times before. If you have a pen, I could use a pen. If you have a pen, never mind, there's one chained to the desk I'm about to stand at. I'm good. Just don't get business. But lobster meat's cheap, that's fun. You guys hear about that? It's true. Lobster meat has actually plummeted. It's a very, very sad story. A couple of years ago, a bunch of lobster fishermen, like, they pulled up a lot of extra lobster, and they're all like, let's all sell it at once! And they flooded the market, and then the price just sank. And they're like, oh, we didn't make as much money. Guess we gotta go get some more lobster. And so then they got more lobster, flooded the market even further, it sank anymore, and then their businesses went underwater. And I can't believe you guys are picking up on all that. And anyway, it's a really, really sad story because all these fishermen can't feed their families and everybody feels bad, and I understand that, but everyone is missing the important issue. After all of those extra lobsters were pulled out of the ocean, guess what, everybody? There's still way too many lobsters in the ocean. Nobody else is concerned about this, it's just me? Remember that Japanese nuclear power plant that broke a couple of years ago and like was just leaking into the ocean, and now there's way too many lobsters in the exact same ocean. Is nobody else connecting these invisible lines of crazy? Is it just me? Really? Just don't drink the water, everybody. That's all I'm saying. Just don't drink the water. Ever. Do not drink water, everybody. The government puts fluoride in your water supply, everyone. On purpose. Yeah, and it's not for your teeth like they would make you think. You know why they do it? It's because fluoride calcifies the pineal gland, which is the part of the brain that makes you psychic. That's right, everybody! The government doesn't want you to be psychic. And I would just like to say on behalf of the government, you're welcome. Does anyone here really want to know what everybody is thinking about you? No, you don't. You don't want to know what your friends are thinking about you. Newsflash, your friends are assholes. You know how I know that? Because we're all assholes. Every single one. It doesn't matter. And here, I'll prove it to you. How many people here, by round of applause, have ever driven before? Yeah. How many of you have ever gotten stuck in like a traffic jam and being like, somebody better be dead at the beginning of this thing because I'm 5 minutes late? You're being an asshole. I'm guilty of it too. Prime example, there's a little bit of honesty from myself. I quit smoking. Like every 6 months, I quit smoking. And, it's always been a struggle for me. I've tried everything, you know what I mean? Like I've tried the gum, it doesn't work. I've tried the patch, it doesn't work. I've tried the electric cigarette, it's just like sucking on a battery. I've tried sucking on a battery. Just hanging out with your friends, you know, you just pull a 9-volt out, lick it, put it back in your pocket. Doesn't work. But I think I found something that is going to work. Here's what's going to do it for me, everybody. I'm really, really hopeful about this. Spite. Right? Yeah, thank you. Well, here's the story. I bumped into one of my old friends. I haven't seen him in years, right? We're catching up, and he was telling me all about what he was doing. And the first story he told me was like, yeah, man, been great last 4 years, clean and sober. No drinking, no smoking, no problem. I'm like, wow. I really had like to catch up on you. Like, I didn't even know he was an alcoholic. I just thought he was fun to hang out with. And he's doing a lot better now. Like he's got a family, he's got kids, he's got a good career, and a very, very positive life. And I'm very, very happy for him. But there's that one little bit of asshole that's left in me. It's like, dude, fuck you. Just because of that no problem part. You know, like I've been struggling with this my whole life. I haven't been able to quit smoking since I started. And this guy's like, oh, all of my vices at once. Like, whatever. I'm going to quit smoking just to prove how easy it is. But you know what? I was never labeled an alcoholic, so I'm drinking all the time. Maybe I have a problem. All right, fine. I do. I got a problem, and we're all honest with each other here. I should be able to open up with you. Whenever I go to anybody's place, I always sneak into the closet and steal as many strategy games as I can because I'm a risk taker. It's a fun way to live. I don't know how to play any of the games, I'll be honest with you on that. There's a lot of things that were like I used to be a science teacher, which when you're like teaching science to like 7-year-old kids, you're a genius. But then you walk out in the real world and you're like, oh, I'm just as stupid as everybody else. So many things. Like I figured this out. I was born 2 years too early to just be totally fluent in text messaging speak. Right? But all my friends totally understand every second of it, and it messes with my head all the time, because they'll send me messages like, see you later, but they'll spell it out, see you later, and like my scientist brain for a second reads it as like, copper later? That doesn't... Bring me copper later? I don't know. It's just ridiculous. I am a scientist. I like to observe the world and just kind of question everything. I believe in evolution. And I don't understand how you can't. Just by show of hands. Does anyone here not believe in evolution? Give me an opposable thumbs up if you don't believe in evolution. There's evidence of it everywhere, everybody, and I find it hopeful. I do. Here's another little personal thing. I suffer from psoriasis, everybody. Woo! Give it up for psoriasis. If you don't know what it is, essentially it's a condition where part of your skin, like patches, will grow faster than they naturally flake off, and they build up. And everyone kind of treats you as like a leper for a little bit. Like, can you go outside? Is it contagious? Are you all right? And people consider it like this hopeless, like incurable disease. But with the theory of evolution, I can be a lot more positive about it. Yeah, I'm gonna have psoriasis, but my descendants are gonna have like scale plate armor to battle all the radioactive lobsters that are coming. If you don't believe in evolution with living organisms, just look at technology. Technology is evolving all of the time. I wasn't born with an iPhone in my hand. I was born with a phone that was on the wall that I wasn't allowed to go by because I could strangle myself with the cord. That's an experience that millennials will never be able to understand. Like just running through the kitchen and some imaginary adventure getting clotheslined because your mom walked through. Maybe who I am today. But it's true, like we had the phone for a while and it was just a phone, and then we had like the supercomputer phone that you could download videos and you could watch anything, and you could watch porn. You could watch porn on your phone, everybody. As soon as you could get video on your phone, people were watching porn on their phone. Now we got the phone watch. Do you know how soon people are going to be watching porn on their watch? It's going to totally change the way that our society masturbates. Like, big change. People are just going to be doing this whenever they... It's ridiculous, everybody. We had the iPhone, and then Google had to make the Google phone in competition, and then Google made the Google Glass, and then Apple started working on the eyeglasses, but before they could even finish those, then Google made the contact lens, which they're going to call Google Eye, and then Apple's going to have to make the Eye in comparison. Nobody's ever going to have a face-to-face conversation ever again. That's where this is leading. Like seriously, people are just going to be staring off into space wherever they go. It's like, are you here? You should instant message me when you show up. I'm busy watching a videotape of kittens. They're adorable. Wait a minute, I got a phone call coming in. Why did I get the touchscreen version? I got something I really I want to share with you. This is another good piece of advice. I like to smoke a little weed whenever I drop a deuce. Throwing it out there. Use it if you like. It's great. It relaxes you. It covers both tracks equally well. Like nobody knows what you were doing in there. What are you doing in there for half an hour? It's like, I'll just leave it alone for a while. I think I saw some smoke come out. All right, I promised you guys some adult situation humor, so I'm going to admit this. I'm really, really proud, everybody. I got a big announcement. Guess who just had sex? I just had sex. I recently had sex, everybody. Yes, yes. To the Hobbit movie. Boom! Who's a big winner? This guy. This guy's a big winner. If you haven't done it, I highly recommend it. I really do. The soundtrack is epic. And if you time it right, some of the lines in that movie are just, you know, like, release the rivers. Classic. A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins. Nor is he early. He comes precisely when he means to. That was really tough to do because it's like the first line of the first movie of like a 7-hour-long trilogy. So it's definitely a winner. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm a little distracted. I recently came home the other day to my cat had pooped on my rug, and it's just been making me mad. And I almost literally blew up at it for like a moment. I'm like, what the crap, cat was cat crap on the rug? And I'm like, wait a minute, Eric. Let's not turn into an immediate asshole here. Let's just try to take a look at this from the cat's perspective, you know? If you're eating nothing but fish-flavored cracker things your whole life, you wouldn't be able to handle what's coming out the other end either. let alone be able to make it to the top of the stairs where I've conveniently left a sandbox for you to poop in. I do that to get you new cat food. That's the only thing. But here's the problem. I've always had dogs, and it's all called cat food, and I really don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just like, dogs were so much easier, everybody. If you ran out of kibbles, you give him some bits, no problem. Don't have any bits, give him a sock. He's a dog. He just wants to chew on it. But cats, oh my God, cats are just so demanding all the time. Just, what do you want? It's 4 in the morning. There's food in your bowl. What are you crying about? I'm like, fine, all right. I just mixing some tuna juice in with the food, and then microwave it so it's a little bit warmer for him, and stir it up, and put it on a golden platter with a little leaf of catnip on the side, like parsley. Like, here you go, sir. And then what does he do? It's like, all right, dude, thanks for doing that. He just walks away. I'm just gonna go lick myself over here for about 30 minutes while I stare at you, if that's cool. Pick that up. Hey, thank you guys very much. My name is Koconis.